Yeah, the world's top player shooting a 71. I know a lot of players in that afternoon wave would take a 71. Are you satisfied given the conditions out there today?
Yeah, I felt like you needed to kind of get it done on the front nine, and I was only able to get it out in one under. And so coming back on the back nine, I was definitely very pleased with how I played the back nine. I mean, I hit pretty much every shot the way I wanted to, and a few more putts fall, and it's a little different story on the back nine. But overall, getting in one over was pretty good.
What did these conditions test at you today?
I think everything. It's just a lot of patience. I think players can get frustrated getting out there. You're close to the lead in the golf tournament. All of a sudden, all the leaders are playing in by far the worst conditions of the week, and especially when we turned into the wind on the back nine. I mean, it was so challenging. And so I think some players may let it get to them, and I just try to do my best to stay patient, not let the misfortune get to me, and just kind of stick it out and grind and just try. My goal was really just to stay in the tournament, and I knew birdies were going to be pretty tough on the back nine, so it was nice to be able to get in and even par for the day and stay in the tournament.
Now you've got a chance to win this championship, but you are going to be chasing the lead. I want to go back to the players. You had a 5-shot deficit. You said you kind of played with a bit of freedom that far behind. Do you have that attitude heading into tomorrow?
Well, I try to play free every round. That's always one of my goals is attitude and being committed to what I'm doing. And definitely today was another one of those days where that was I stayed in a good mental headspace and did my best out there. And I was just proud of how I played today.
Rest well. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, Scottie.
Thanks, Todd. Appreciate it.
Big Sunday ahead, given the history that he's trying to make.
Yeah, I mean, look, as much as we talk about, the Open gives us some unlikely winners. Ben Curtis was 396 in the world. This particular golf course gave us the Women's Open Championship with Sophia Popov up. What was she, 304th in the world when she won here in 2020. And, for a large part of the day, you thought, well, this is going to be an underdog story. But really, when you look at this leaderboard and you see how well Xander Schauffele got in today, and you see, in spite of the fact that Scottie Scheffler had one of the worst putting rounds, and that's saying a lot considering how bad he's putted over the last 2 or 3 years, that he's had in the last 2 or 3 years, and to find himself just 2 back going in tomorrow. And look, no disrespect to the rounds that Tristan and Sam Burns and Russell Henley played. They played some great golf. They took advantage of the scoring conditions, but tomorrow it's going to be a completely different deal. They're going to have all the pressure, all the spotlight. I mean, they went out there in the sort of the dimmest of the days, and now they're right in the limelight. So it's going to be a completely different spectacle for those players tomorrow. So, I think Scottie will be able to reel them in. I'm with Johnson Wagner on that one. I think at Days In tomorrow night, we'll be talking about Scottie Scheffler winning this thing.
Yeah, I mean, one thing we can guarantee with Scottie Scheffler coming tomorrow, and for me, this is his magic potion, and it's not how he swings the club. It's not his grip. It's not his chipping and all of the great parts of his game that he has. It's his ability to focus and stay in the present, Bramble, and not get ahead of himself and not get behind of himself, not drag along mistakes that he's made and not look too far forward. That ability to stay present, he uses that word present in a lot of his interviews, to stay present and focused on the task at hand for that precise moment in time. Now, that sounds very simplistic. As a professional golfer, particularly in conditions like this, it's really tough. It gets even tougher when you get into the heat of battle trying to win a tournament, never mind a major championship. And I think that's what the edge that he's going to have over the players tomorrow. Yes, he's a brilliant player, but he's going to come, guaranteed, he will come with as much, if not more focus than anybody else. And if he can, drive that focus towards some decent putting, he may well be the winner. But I'll say it again, there's a lot of players in contention now, and it's going to be a bit of a sprint tomorrow. Somebody's going to ignite. A number of players are going to ignite. We haven't seen anything lower than 65 so far. So is somebody from the top leaderboard there going to get that low tomorrow? It's maybe unlikely with that wind direction coming out of the southwest, which is a tough wind here. I think it's set up beautifully for a good day, and I think there's going to be a lot of guys galloping towards that line tomorrow.